This park was created by Barbara and Wally Smith, who are Strafford residents. They were working with Upper Valley Apple Corps, which is a local group many of us here are a part of. We plant fruit and nut trees in public places, all free for the picking, and do some education to support that. 2 apple trees were planted right up on the road, 132. So when Barb and Wally were putting in those 2 first apple trees for Apple Corps, they were looking over here, which was at that time all covered in buckthorn and sumac, and it was just this sort of unpenetrable forest along this beautiful bend of the river. And they said, wouldn't that be a perfect spot for a pocket park, which I love the name. Pulling in lots of community members and the school kids right across the street, and they planted in pears and peaches and plums. I don't know if there are cherries here. There are blueberries and hosta berries and currants and raspberries and lots of annuals. There are heart nuts and hazelburts. We have a kiosk that shows us the map of each of these is called a guild. So each of these sort of islands is supporting one kind of fruit tree, and then a bunch of plants around it to support that fruit tree in the concepts of permaculture, so bringing in plants that are bringing up nutrients from below, dynamic accumulator plants, mulching plants, pollinator plants, plants that attract insects both for pollination and habitat, and also deterrence. Over the years, the community has really embraced this park. People come and volunteer. Everyone comes to harvest. When things are ready, you see posts on the listserv, hey, the berries are ready, go get some, or the mint is nice to cut right now. And it's a wonderful community space. Parties happen here. Girl Scout troops meet here. Schools come here. I think weddings have happened here. It's just a beautiful spot. And it's all about community. And it's also about the education of how nature works with one another. So this is a really nice place for even a layman gardener to come in and learn about ecosystem interactions.
This right here would not fit more so into our, like how we have things structured, but uniquely within our organization structure, we had the opportunity to do what they call interim conservation practices to better serve a specific resource concern or need. USDA recognizes agroforestry in 5 key conservation practices, one being alley cropping, the other one being multi-story farming or cropping system, the other one being silvopasture, riparian forest buffers. We do a lot of them in Vermont through what they call the CREP, Conservation Reserve Enhancement Program, or CRP, Conservation Reserve Program. And then the 5th one being like shelter belt, windbreak establishment, right? So just planting trees along the road. So those are the 5 key practices, but they tier off to other practices like the 612, tree shrub establishment. At the end of the day, you all are trying to address what you all call problems, and we turn your problems into resource concerns. So I don't expect you to understand all 47 of our resource concerns, right? A good conservationist will be able to say, hey, you know what? This right here looks like they're doing pollinator habitat, they're planting trees. This is kind of like a community forest in a nutshell, right? It's for us to figure out where does this fit within our grand scheme of things.